No. No. You are muted.
Sorry. Oh, I know. Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry. Okay. Warm greetings and welcome, dear audience. This is Dr. Esther Mala, your firstly and successful global educator, SDG, ESG, STEM, and technology enthusiast from Malaysia. Join our exclusive series on business professional masterclass. And in this, you can gather a lot of knowledge as related to business. Uh, Businesses and also some motivation through and some short brief workshop like sessions, a very brief one to give you a glance of what she's doing. And for this dear respected audience, our dedicated team of Elegant Empire Education welcomes you to our professional masterclass with our favorite, awesome, and brilliant personality, Coach Jana Balkin, who is an international speaker, business coach, digital transformation strategist with over 25 years leadership experience in ICT, spanning finance, software, and emerging technologies. For this, without much ado, I'll invite Coach Jana Balkin to take over. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Dr. Istamala, also again for this nice opportunity. And I'm happy to share with you the next step of our business professional masterclass, the lecture number 2 with purpose and values. And it's not just only for business, it's also for your personal development. You can even use it for this. Sorry, it's a little bit early in my area.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
now,
6:30 a.m. since you are traveling for work purposes. So Sisi is her commitment. She gives us that she's willing to wake up early just to do this without
I like it.
canceling the session. Thank you so much, Coach
Thank you
Jana.
so much.
Please proceed.
Just let present the slides. Yeah. Okay. So again, good morning, yeah, good evening, good afternoon, however, where you are now in this moment. And let's start with the second masterclass, Leading with Purpose from Values to Action. And as said, it's not just only for business development, but it's very important here. It's also for your professional or for your personal development. Also, some valid action or activities, some exercises I like to share with you in this session here. Let's move on. Oops. Okay, leading with purpose from values to action. What we will do, we will craft your why, build your program, and then, of course, finally, we want to need a commitment to action. So otherwise, we will not implement this. This is something also we will provide to the so-called universe. Yeah, when we say we in our person, in our status, why we do something, what we do, and then the how we can implement this, and then say how long is the implementation time. And here I will guide you for the next 30 days that you have on the end a paper in your hands to work on this. You will also get the templates after. If you ask Dr. Estamala, she will provide to you also some templates if you like them. So let's move on. Why purpose matters now. Yeah. Um, It's always about volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. What we also had already last time. Yeah, this is our area where we are currently in. It's not always in a slow time piece. We have a lot of fast traveling action activities around us. Our world is changing immediately from different angels. Yeah? So that means we have to work on ourselves. What is our work? What is our purpose? Why we are doing this? And also the same, we have to implement for our organization. And this all requires more than just strategy, yeah, to move on into this direction, to be successful in this area. It needs a kind of compass. Yeah, you need a kind of vision where you want to be, and then you have to navigate your way. Yeah, which kind of path you will move on, and always reflect every time again in a regular basis what you are still on the path, Yes, what else is influencing your direction? Do you need some other changes? But if you are not stable with your why, you will always ask yourself again and again, and you will lose time. So I really recommend start here with the why. And this is also something to align your people, the decisions you are taking, and the investments toward your shared outcomes you want to reach. And now it's currently also good timing. End of the year is always a preparation for the next year, and where you can reflect where you are now today, what were your targets for this year, and how much of these targets you reached, and what will be next year, and how you balance this, to get this year happen. And all is about continuity, and it means you have to speak in a change procedure, and also even a new target next year is a change procedure for your people, for your time. It needs time to implement, and you have to repeat this story again and again and again, because you have to be also stable what you are meaning, and this is all related to your why. And when we see this here in our environment, we have this, what I already mentioned, this kind of disruption periods, and the purpose and as an anchor to give you this navigation. Even when I say you have the compass, this compass is maybe also your anchor going through this world of change. Measurable execution is very important, because on the end, it's also about to make it sustainable, to create a sustainable impact in your businesses, for your personal development. You want to see what was happened last time, what has happened now. Do you were successful, yes or no? And this is also to celebrate on the end, to have a reason to celebrate, because you got these things done, and this is fantastic. Every single step is you can celebrate for yourself, and also with your people. And this is very, very important to share this success with your people as well. And this reflects from a global impact alignment, reflects to the SDGs 4, 5, and 16. You can see here, and so on. Let's move. I have here for this kind of topic, I speak always about the 3Ps framework. And the 3Ps framework is about personality, purpose, and program. And it's about your culture, because this is created. Personality creates the culture in your organization based on your personal personality. It's based on every person in your organization's personality. The combination of this is creating the culture. Even the personality of your partners and of your vendors and customers is creating your culture, because in your why you will also define who is your target group on the end, where you want to serve. And if this target group is not fitting with your personality or with your culture, with your value system, it may create an issue on your organization as well, or you have to change or to adjust something. And personality is providing unwritten rules and norms, because no one is always talking, is our behavior. We don't share every time what we are doing, how we are doing, what we are thinking, what we are believing. There's a lot of influence coming from the outside, even from your families. They're bringing also this impact to your organization, and so on. Recognition patterns, behavior, expectations, and historical patterns. What was in the past, where we are coming from, and this is influencing a lot. So where we are coming from, what is our DNA, how we were born, and so on. We have to be aware about this, this impact. It's not that we can change, everything. We can just learn, or we can train ourselves, but on the end is our DNA, and we have to work with this, what we have. The purpose is then the stakeholder impact. What is this, your stakeholders, what they have from this? And here for this why, I rely also, or like to rely also on the change story on the end. Because the why, if there's not a benefit for all your participants in your organization, then maybe your why is not very stable, because you are maybe alone, and you understand it alone, and so on. And this makes also no fun on the end. We have also to find a business where we are into the business, we like what we are doing, we are highly motivated about this, and bring all these components together. Unique contribution, guiding principles, and so on is all about the why to implement this in the best way. And the program is then the how finally. You need regular rituals and to have the chance to speak with your people, to speak with your customers, to get feedback, to adjust this. Performance indicators, to discuss this. Is this too high, this performance, what we have defined on the beginning? We have just to adjust because on the end, the motivation is not given to make the performance any higher than higher than higher. Of course, we need ambitious targets. Yeah? But we need also the capability to speak about this ambitious, why we are not able to deliver. There's a lot of impact about, again, the personality. What brings us into that we are not able to deliver in this time? What is the market situation around us? And so on. And this is something, this is a 360-degree perspective. You need to discuss this with the people, and then you have to create this kind of accountability structures to help and to support to reach your targets. And then, of course, the review mechanism to do this on a regular basis. So let us go into a kind of simple exercise, or just to reflect at first, the culture and practice, the 3 R's. This is the parallel topic to the 3 P's. Yeah, it's about rituals, rewards, and reviews. So, and as you know me maybe already, I like the term of celebration. So there are different ways to celebrate success, to celebrate also the simple small steps you have done with your people and with yourself. And the first point is also to be aware about yourself and celebrate at first your success, and this you transfer in your organization. From a ritual point of view, the regular feedback needs your team, needing your leaders and so on, to understand, also to share your contribution, to share your support with the people, and let them not alone, because you are also part of your organization. Doesn't mean you have to do the job. Yeah? The point is to delegate in a good way, but to give them the support, the advices, the information people need on a regular basis. And even you need information. What is the status of activity where we are working just in the moment? What is the situation? Do we are on the success street? Yes or no? Do you need additional support? And all the questions we have then as leaders to ask our people, to motivate and bring them into. And on what is better on the end, to celebrate once a week also some success points we did. Yeah, and celebration, as I said, is not always a party. It's always just a thank you to your people, and this is fantastic. And then, of course, make regular reviews on this, and not just reviews on performance. Of course, this is an important part, but also performance on your social skills, on your social impact, and your project reviews on this. Make the retrospective on this in an agile manner, to discuss with your people what was running well, what is running bad, and to make the improvement steps into this direction. And what is a kind of really nice tool I like in this, when we have some topic, so we can ask us 6 strategic questions, and this is an interesting tool. If you have a topic in front of you, you need to solve. And that's question number 1: what problem are we truly solving? To reflect this, you can do this in a team, you can do it with you alone, of course. Then, is it the right problem? Maybe we have a other problem around, yeah? And if we choose this, what won't we do? This is also important. Sometimes we can't do again and again on top and top, more and more. We have also to say to some things no. And this is also, of course, a training we will need to say no in a qualified way. If we succeed, how will our organization look from a change procedure? Yeah. So now we have all these new topics in, also from a technology side point of view. We have the AI topic. This will influence our organization massively. Yeah. We have here to find a way to be transparent, not creating fears, that we here adopt the way how we are working, and how to be supported by AI agents, for example. How will our key stakeholders be different? Also, they have the same issues like you. They have also the topics to implement from a technology point of view. What AI will do to them? Yeah, what AI will be the effect on their businesses, on their products, and everything. So they have more or less the same questions like you. Be aware about this, and maybe to talk with them about how they deal, how they tackle this, and so on. And then how will our operating environment evolve? And this is reflecting to the same question of 4 or 5. Yeah, this is then how we will improve or how we will change and so on, and move on, and what is on the end. Yeah, our benefit we will gain out of this transformation. Crafting your purpose draft is an exercise I would like to share. It's taking around 10 minutes in total. You can just take here this as a template. Yeah, ask you these questions. There are also some examples inside. We exist to what? For whom? By what we are built it out, yeah? What is our unique approach, our method, and so on. Because of this is optional, but it's also interesting to understand what is the basic or the baseline, also in kind of our unique selling point, which is supporting our purpose. This is very, very interesting. Also exercise in a single stage on a single place, and then to do it in a peer challenge together, and then just a fast and quick share. Doesn't mean we take here tons of hours for that. It's always the impact of very short exchanges. It's also very, very interested to get a a fast kick start for a problem you have, to find what is really our purpose, why we do this, what is our reason we exist here in this world with our business, and what is here for whom we are doing this, and which kind of methodology we can support this. And because of we are the experts in this level, we are the experts on this business. For example, to bring then also, I combine always a little bit the SDGs with the IDG lens. So the IDG, the Inner Development Goals, they are also created based on this. It's a framework you can use to develop also your leadership foundations, also to reflect your personal identity. And these IDGs are linked to the SDGs. And I like this because it's providing the framework from a personal, from a social impact, yeah, to support you with the social skill in parallel to the business skills what SDG is providing, and the economic skills and the economic behavior and directions and so on. This IDG framework identifies core competences for transformational leadership. And there are 3 dimensions about this: the self-awareness, the integrity, and the critical thinking. What is currently in our world now one of the 3 most competences we do need. It's relevant for operational purposes, because here we are having this kind of people resist to change. This is normal, because is this what we are loving, where we are stable, where we get the trust and everything. And now uncertainty comes around, how to deal with this. Yeah? And we have to reflect on our current behavior, our current processes. And this is the critical thinking. Do they are still relevant to our service? Do they are still relevant to the purpose we do have with our business? Is our purpose of our business still relevant? These are a discussion. Sometimes we can also combine this with a conflict between generations. Yeah, it's the same. Now we have not only the generation conflicts that we see it differently. We do have also the technology which is triggering this to change here and to do something. So self-awareness, integrity, and the critical thinking are the 3 dimensions. They are very important to go in. And you can use the IDG and the Inner Development Goals. There's a framework, a guide, even available on the net. You can download, but we can also guide you here in a session, or you contact us. It's always makes sense to do it with sparring partner together and the coach. So other scenario is about values under pressure. Yeah? About the critical thinking, what I said before, is the same to think about your values. Are your values still valid? Yeah, for that. So abstract values become real when tested by difficult trade-offs. Yeah? This scenario challenge you apply your purpose under pressure, revealing where values and operations might conflict to each other. And here, this exercise is also again a very short exercise you can use to implement. And this starts again from individual responses, tried feedback, and then the quick debrief to take actions, what we can do now. And this is also, if you follow the IDG assessment or the IDG pillars, where we mentioned the three dimensions, you can align this. The alignment check at the first, the integrity risk, where we do the tried feedback to get this feedback from all the tables, and the assumption test to make a debrief, a common understanding how we deal with the values here implemented for our company, for our organization, for myself, and in cooperation with the change you want to drive in. Another move into, we are just to bring here the IDG now with the SDGs together and speak about the alignment part in a kind of a little bit practical hooks. Yeah, SDG 4, as you know, is the quality education. SDG 5 is gender equality and inclusion. SDG 16 is peace, justice, and strong institutions. And this is all bringing us the backbone to be innovative. And this is something where we have also, and this is only possible when we also allow diversity in this. And from an implementation details, when we speak about the quality education, we have you can implement every last Friday in the week education slot, for example, to a dedicated time, and this time has to happen every week. If you don't do this, or every month, sorry, if you don't do this regularly, then the people will lose also the trust into the honesty of this activity. Yeah, they're just not doing it for you. This has to become then finally a ritual and has to become a behavior in the organization that not you have to be always there, that they do the session even alone to educate each other about something what is currently in their mind. Yeah, they can have start each session also with a short discussion. What are currently problems? Reflect from everybody. Take this action from the last slides. Yeah, say, oh, everybody 1 minute time to collect, and then we do a 2-minute short topic definition. What is the most important? And this person will then shortly present. And this is not about perfection. It's about sharing. And also sharing then maybe ideas, even if this training slot could be a problem, and you use the tools I shared before with you to solve this problem together in this training slot. Yeah? It's not always that you have to present topics about what is already solved somewhere or you learned already. It's also about to learn together, to solve together a problem in a space which is safe only for this purpose. That's just an example. Here on the slides, you see some other topics as well. And again, it means it's always has to be happen, and also even a KPI should be implemented to this. But I speak more. I like to have more the objective of OKRs, objective key results, because it's more qualitative, and this is implementing on the end quantitative success. So design your program with here, and this is the ritual card I want to share. So what is the ritual description? Yeah, what are the key performance indicators? What I mentioned before. Who is the program owner? who has not always to be the teacher, yeah, say it in this way when we speak about this training session. He's just a program owner to guarantee the appointment is happen every month to the same time. The room is ready, it is online, it is physically, there's no matter about this, and the technology is working and so on, so that he is delegating, and a program topic is there, even the free, and he can be the moderator of this session as well, for sure. And even the moderator job he could delegate as well. So start date and duration, and then the SDG connection to make here also the purpose of SDG to implement SDGs in our value systems as well. And this is an important topic that we, as a kind of framework and guidance, to respect our changes in the world together with our economy, with our people, with our technology, with the, all together, this SDG setup is framework is providing so much opportunities into also to speak up with this with the opportunities in general in your organization. So here you have also some activity instruction. And again, this card doesn't mean it takes long time, 6 to 8 minutes. Make it with a sparring partner together, with a peer in your organization, and then or even your leaders just have to present and give you a proposal for it. Let's come to a kind of commitment circle as well. So that means your 30 days leadership commitment. This is important to have here also the sense of giving feedback or aligning each other. It's not just that the bosses comes around and want, you have now to report every topic you did last week. No, it's also about exchanging ideas and exchanging situations and find the next trick, maybe the next movement steps to move into to find the solution and bring everybody on the same level of information. How nice it would be, that everybody has the same level of information. This creates trust in the organization. It's a kind of happiness environment. Let me say this in this way. This is the ideal world, to explain this in this, to say everybody knows what to do because the purpose is clear. My actions I have to do are clear. And the status, my boss, I understand also my boss needs this information to understand if you're on track, yes or no, because he has the control topic to do. This is his job to understand who has which role in the organization, what are the activities to do here. And then you write down about the model, what are the topics, then which kind of first steps you can do within the next 7 days, what is the commitment until when you want to solve it. And then, and then of course the KPIs to make it transparent where you want to improve, what is your status today, and what will be your movement on your commitment date finally in the next 30 days. Share and look in your commitments. This is again the same, so you do it and you have your commitments. You can also have this in each discussion together. And but you can make also a short lightning share round. So it means our why is we will start on with KPI blah blah blah. I will model this by and so on. And this is something where I say how we are moving into. And here the example I gave here is also based on this 30 days leadership behavior exercise. So where we want to implement, how we showcase, how we can implement this and so on, and how to make it visible. On the end, not forgetting the celebration step. If each single step, even you will not reach your 100% target expectations, this is not a problem. Then just the organization was not ready, you were not ready, your people not ready, you need more time. This is what maybe was an ambitious target, and this is good to have ambitious targets, but ambitious target doesn't mean to have be frustrated on the end if you are not able to reach this. Here again, an activity structure, you can showcase how to make it happen in your organization. And this is just each person gets in 60 to 90 seconds the opportunity to speak about how he confirm or what is the contribution to this by themselves. How fast is this? So, okay. What good looks like is something like you have now moved from values to action. That isn't the end, it's the beginning of operationalization purposes, as I already mentioned. Yeah, it's the starting point, targets to define targets, KPIs, the starting points. Here's what success looks like today, and what needs to happen next is always this is then the circle you have to implement to review your KPIs. I like here mainly to say to do it on a quarterly base or a minimum on a yearly base to discuss about your KPIs, where you are, and what you need to improve. But purpose without execution is a philosophy, yeah, and we are physical persons, and we have. But the philosophy needs to be implemented to be successful on the end. And execution without purpose is busy work. It also makes no fun, what I mentioned before. If we know everybody the job, what we have, and everybody's stakeholders' interest, what they need on information, and we share this in a clearly matter, then we have this purpose-driven organization, the dream of an organization to move into, to have this environment where people like to be. Also, okay, purpose draft complete. What we discussed on the beginning, make your purpose definition. Then program ritual is defined already, what we mentioned before. The ritual, how we want to implement, and then your 30 days behavior commitment together with your KPIs you want to reach. So, and this needs to be visible all the time. Regular communication about this and sustainable integration means every topic what is discussed and is on your expectations needs also be implemented. Otherwise, if you don't implement, you will not learn if it works well or not. This is then the continuous improvement procedure. And this is from a business point of view, but this is even valid for a personal development. Yeah, how you change your habits, it takes time. And I would say minimum six weeks, we say, yeah, a habit to change. And most of the people falling back in old habits. Why it's happened? The purpose is not clear. This is the point. Why we are doing this, and this is how to re-implement the purpose again, or the habit change. Yeah, is also boring to say. Oh, okay, we are still again here. What was the reason that we are falling back? This is then it comes out that on the purpose we were not 100% maybe clear for everybody. So I came to an end, and I can invite you already to the next seminar, yeah, and some next steps for you. So the next seminar, you will learn how to map your organization ecosystem, and where leverage points exist for sustainable change, and how to align this. And this, I invite you being there. Thank you so much for your attention here, and I hope it makes some fun and you learn something.
Yes, wonderful session, Coach Jana. Really, I do enjoy it. Although while I'm listening to you, I'm also working on this life and all. I really see it's really interesting, and we can learn a lot from Coach Jana because she's very experienced, and she's not only talking about it, she's also doing it. So it's always good to learn from a person who is a doer rather than just a speaker or talker, talk and no action. You see, so she gains, this sort of people are more experienced and they know what they are talking about. Thank you, dear audience, for being with us. And we will see again. We'll meet again on another session next week with Coach Jana. Surely another interesting session. I myself will have to watch this session again later. Yeah, because I know I missed some. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
nice
Bye-bye.
day. Yeah,
You too.
safe trip, Coach
Thank
Jana.
you.